Hello, I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to Finextra TV. Today we're in Dubai for the SunTec Confluence 2019, the theme of which is Digital at the Core. With me now is Nithinia Martin-Hobbs from ABSA. Hello Nithinia, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us.
Absolute pleasure to be here today.
Fantastic. And how have you enjoyed the event so far?
So far it's been great. We've had numerous speakers, very good speakers, such as Brett King, as you may know, talking about augmented reality and also how we're going to bring digital into the core of banking, which was great learning for me so far.
That's certainly one of my highlights. And now coming to banking in Africa, can you tell me what are the priorities for banking customers in that region?
So one being the digital experience, bringing that experience to the customer, making it seamless for them from a banking perspective. Which obviously then takes us into the digital experience, right? Is how do we get transformation done from where we are currently, which is very manual processing of payments, manual processing of even reconciliation that we do at the moment is very manual. So all of which we need to, if we're going to bring the benefit to the customer, we need to bring in products and experiences through partners that will enable us to bring the right sort of experience for the customer, seamless, which is at the core of what we're trying to do in Africa.
And I do want to talk to you a bit about partners, but before we do, how do you think technology is driving change at ABSA, and to meet these needs, what transformations are you looking to implement?
So what we're basically doing is we're focusing on a DevOps model where we're doing all of our implementations in a very agile format. So we structure it in a way that we understand that change is rapid, and in order for us to achieve what we want to do, at the end of the day, we need to bring in new ways of thinking. So take away the old traditional ways of thinking of banking, that, you know, the waterfall concepts of we can do it within 12 months as an example and still reap the benefit. Today's thinking has to be quicker. It has to be a turnaround time of eight weeks at least, in which you get something into production so that we can see the benefit and reap the benefits thereof, you know.
All right, and come back to partnerships. How important are they? And can you tell me a bit more about your partnership with SunTec?
Yes, of course. So for me, it's been a journey, a very good journey. At first, from an ABSA perspective, we were a bit weary about going with a partner like SunTec, coming into the bank, exposing all of our very critical data to SunTec. But what has happened is we found ourselves in terms of our data analytics, which is also a second very important after customer experience, is that we were able to then understand our data a little bit more, because it forced us to go back and think about what is our actual data, how does it impact customers, and how do we need to cleanse the data to get to a point where we can integrate all of our systems. So we've got between 15 to 19 systems currently integrating with SunTec, and what has happened is we've seen our uptake that from a business case perspective, up front, we estimated 5% would be our uptake once we have revenue leakage eliminated within the organization. But what we found is we're actually experiencing a 20% uptake at the moment, which is tremendous. If you take that into pounds concepts, I'm not going to discuss rand versus pounds here because it's irrelevant. But if you're taking it into pounds concepts and just think about the 20% uptake or 20% revenue that you can bring back into the organization by partnering with a digital company such as SunTec, it's tremendous.
Makes all the difference.
It makes all the difference.
Well, it sounds like a great success, Nithinia. Thank you for sharing your insights.
Pleasure. No problem.
And thank you for watching.